Welcome back to another episode of the Arsenal FC25 career mode here on the channel. I nearly almost said RTG. We are here in the Champions League round of 16 where we have We have Stade Brestois 29. We also have Manchester United, Chelsea, and Fulham in the FA Cup quarterfinals. A lot of action to get today. We'll probably end up playing all 5 games, or at least going through all 5 games in today's episode, starting off with the first one against Stade Brestois in the Champions League. We're going to go with this starting lineup because it's looking like the best, and we can get a massive win this game. We can rotate the team heavily for the second leg and just ease into the quarterfinals. Let's go and get into the game here. And here we go. Stade Brestois versus Arsenal, Champions League. Into Bukayo Saka. Out wide to Trent, or to Odegaard. Odegaard crossed in. Saka volley. Oh my lord, they actually found the back of the net. Arsenal 1. Stade 0. In the first 10 minutes in, we are looking to assert our dominance. Declan Rice. Martin Odegaard. In through for Saka. Did he see him? Sorry, he did. But Kyle Saka's in behind. He's looking for a second. Saka can't get past Matt Vienko. Saka onside corner, cleared away, but not as far as to Declan Rice. He'll have a crack at it, saved. Odegaard will have a crack at it, blocked. Martinelli into Odegaard. Odegaard, Saka across the face, actually deflected off the keeper. And Arsenal get lucky. Saka gets his second, and we have a 2-goal lead here. Where did the shot go? I aimed far corner. It hit the keeper and deflected. Game over. Leg number 1. Not as big of a lead I wanted, to be completely honest. Only a 2-0 win. I still think it is simmable against them in the second leg because they don't really look too threatening. So I think we might be able to sit in that second leg, to be completely honest. Arsenal versus Manchester United here at Old Trafford. And here is Manchester United's lineup as we see it. They're going to have Onana in net. We have Diego Dalot not on the field. Actually, it's Malacia, Delit, Lisandro Martinez, and Mazzarari. Ericsson, Ugarte, Ben Seguir, Mason Mount, Ahmed Diallo, and Xerxes as a striker. Our starting lineup, we obviously have Ryer in net. The back four is completely unchanged. Our midfield includes Matt Weaver, and obviously after that, everything else is unchanged. Why is Trossard at striker? Trossard should definitely not be a striker. Okay, yeah, so they had that graphic messed up completely. Trossard's left wing, Odegaard's at cam, Gayorka's at striker. Declan Rice. Can he throw that for Saka? He can. On his weaker foot, Bukayo Saka, 1-0. Arsenal take the lead, 17 minutes in. Gyökeres. Trossard. Gyökeres back over the top. Gyökeres now a one-on-one with the keeper. Can he get past Onana? He can to double the lead. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 0. They're making our first half sub here. Mason Mount is coming off. I'm assuming, no, it's actually for Pedri, the Barcelona young kid. He's coming on. Gayorkas, if he can find, what the heck, the game is rigging it. Saka's in between though, he still has the space to make it 3. Saka 3, Manchester United 0, Arsenal are flying. Saka, blocked, Weaver, Martin Odegaard. Over the top for Gyökeres, on the volley, 4-0, get me out of this game. Just like that, we are going to go ahead and sim to the undulation, 4-2. Win there. If only we didn't lose to Manchester City. If we didn't lose these stupid games, we'd be so close. We'd be on Manchester City's ass, but we're not. We need Man City to lose. They're just not losing. And here we go. Arsenal versus Stade Brestois. 2-0 up on aggregate. Tactical view here. See what we can do. Martinelli might be in behind. Gyökeres is there in the box. He'll find him. Gyökeres turns. He'll go to Odegaard instead of Saka, who's probably the more obvious pass. He will find Saka. And Saka now, he had a shot on his weaker foot. Why did he not take it? Bukayo Saka back on his left foot, back on his right foot, all over the place. Keeper eventually makes a save. Stade Brestois is in behind. Lias Mulu. They get one back here. 29. Cut the lead in half. 2-1. Calafiori, Martin Odegaard, Gekeres, shoot the ball, yay, finally you can shoot the ball. That 2-goal lead is restored. Arsenal 1, Stade Brestois 1, 3-1 on aggregate. Bukayo Saka, I was not paying attention, but Bukayo Saka scores to make it 2-1 on the day, 4-1 on aggregate. We are into the quarterfinals of the Champions League here. And that is that. Arsenal 2, Stade Brestois 1, Arsenal 4, them 1 on aggregate. Quarterfinals bound, here we come. All round of 16 fixtures are done. Let's go through and let's see who gets knocked out. PSG knock off PSV. Atletico Madrid narrowly knock off Bayern Munich. Real Madrid take care of business against Leipzig. Liverpool scraped by Lille. We cruise past Stade Brest. We also see Juventus knock off Celtic. We see Inter Milan knock off Borussia Dortmund, and Manchester City take care of business against Feyenoord. This is where it's going to start getting a little bit interesting here. The draw is coming up. And seeing as we are pretty much out of reach for the title, we are going to shift our focus to the Cup, to the FA Cup and the Champions League. To be completely honest, it's going to be a miracle nonetheless to get back into the Premier League, and with losses like that, is not going to happen. Quarterfinals matchup, we have Liverpool versus Atletico Madrid, us versus Inter Milan, Real Madrid versus Manchester City, and PSG versus Juventus. Is a very interesting quarterfinal matchup, including us versus Inter Milan, aka Lombardia FC. But before we get that, we have Fulham in the FA Cup trying to get to the semifinals here. We're going to rotate this team somewhat heavily to give a couple of these players some game time that might not get the game time too much. Trossard starts, Gabriel Jesus starts, Sterling starts, Wineri starts, Weaver starts, Wharton starts. We don't touch the back five. Let's get into the game here against Fulham at the Craven Cottage. And we are playing against our former player in Emile Smith-Rowe, normally former player. We also have Iwobi, who's on Fulham, as well as Reece Nelson, who's on loan at Fulham. Whether or not those three are playing, I don't know. Calafiori, though, over the top for Gabriel Jesus on the volley straight at Bernlender, who is also a former Arsenal player. So Fulham getting Arsenal scraps here. I wouldn't call Smith-Rowe a scrap, to be honest. I can't believe we still let him go. Weaver, Trossard, Gabriel Jesus, out wide to Sterling. Sterling will just lay it off for Ben White. Ben White now, couple touches. Can he cross it in? He does cross it in. Cleared by Bernardo, though. Wharton winning it back. Down to Ethan Wineri. And Wineri, his shot blocked. Duches in towards Andreas Araya with a fantastic save. Cross comes in. Gabriel deals with it. Wharton down to Weaver. Over the top now for Trossard. 2 men on him. Trossard still going to win that battle. And a horrible pass into Gabriel Jesus, though. Iwobi. Duches. Saved by Raya. We're making a first half sub here. I want Saka back on the field. I just don't like Sterling. He's not good on his game. He's just not good on his game. His body, what is this? Please tell me that's just a visual glitch. It is. Okay, thank the Lord. Calafiori, open space. Bukayo Saka, I think he's the one who can be offside. He's not. He's onside at Arsenal. Right before the break, have that breakthrough. 1-0 to the Arsenal. We take the lead here at the Craven Cottage. And that will be halftime. 1-0 up here at the break. Wineri now on the ball. He'll just send it to Gabriel Jesus. This is so open all the time nearly. Gabriel Jesus. Shot from distance. Saka into Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus on his right foot. Off the post and out for a goal kick. Gabriel Jesus getting the ball back. Saka, who's onside. He's going to cut back inside a little bit deeper. His shot blocked, saved as well, cleared by a defender. Fulham staying somewhat alive in this, but not really looking attacking. And that is game over. Arsenal are semi-final bound. A 1-0 win against Fulham is enough to get the job done there. Man United beat Newcastle. Chelsea beat Everton. Brentford and Ipswich are yet to play. When we come back next episode, we have Inter Milan in the Champions League quarterfinals, and then we have Ipswich in the FA Cup semi-final, which means Man United and Chelsea are playing each other in the other semi-final. So hopefully a relatively easy trip to Wembley is bound. And then hopefully we can get to the semi-final of the Champions League as well. But for now, go and leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.